Hi, my name is Michael. I've been teaching Chinese students just like you for 5 years. I've taught more than 3,000 students and almost 5,000 classes. I've taught more than 300 Chinese English teachers how they should teach English. I want to give you the biggest secret to becoming fluent in English. There is one secret that is more important than anything else you'll ever learn. But before I tell you the secret, let me tell you a little bit more about my life in China. When I came to China, I had been an author and speaker in America. However, I realized how frustrated Chinese students are in learning English. I only planned to stay 1 year in China and then go back to my comfortable home and life in America. One thing changed my mind. You see, I started teaching at the #1 middle school in Zhengzhou. Not only did most of the students not understand me when I talked, most of the English teachers there couldn't speak nor understand English. I was amazed. Then I started going to the Ben He Park English Corner every Sunday morning. I met hundreds of students who couldn't speak English, and when they did speak, they struggled with grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and word choices. Let me tell you what I know about Chinese students and English learners like you. You work hard, much harder than students I ever saw in my home back in America. You're dedicated to learning. Your family makes education a top priority. I love this about Chinese students and families. So I stayed in China to help wherever I could help English. So I stayed in China to help whoever I could. So I stayed in China to help whoever I could learn English faster, easier, and happier. I was on television more than 40 times on 3 different networks. Stories about me were even shown on CCTV. Newspapers wrote about me. I even traveled to more than 20 universities giving presentations and lectures. I started writing for China Daily and quickly became the #1 blogger on there. I fell in love with China and dedicated my life to helping students learn English. This is how I discovered the #1 secret to helping my students become fluent in English. Some of them even went on to get offers from Harvard, Princeton, University of Chicago, Michigan State University, University of Melbourne in Australia, and Johns Hopkins University in America. A few of my students are attending top universities in Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Here's the secret of what I discovered about why Chinese students work so hard and yet struggle so much with learning English. The secret is in how they learn. Most students are sitting in boring classes, reciting vocabulary words and grammar rules. They aren't doing what it takes to learn English. In fact, they are learning English unnaturally. How did you learn Chinese? You learned it first by listening to your parents talk. So the first of the four parts of learning a language is listening. The next thing you did, you tried to mimic your parents and say what they were saying to you. You learned to speak, the second part of learning a language. After 6 or 7 years of doing this and learning perhaps 2,000 to 3,000 words, you started to school. The first thing that your teacher did in school was to teach you how to write. Then, after you could write a little, you learned how to read. The problem is, you didn't learn English like this. You learned the English alphabet. You learned the sounds that each letter makes when you say them. You learned how to write words. You learned a lot of grammar rules. You learned some writing. You learned to read. And you learned how to get higher scores on exams. The problem is, you never learned English. Let me explain. If you buy a car, you don't buy some of the car. You buy all of the car. What if you bought a car and the salesman told you the price is 40,000 yuan, however, you don't get any wheels or tires? You'd think that he's crazy. When you buy a car, you want all of the car. Really, it isn't a car until you have all of it. When you learned English, you learned a lot about English, but you didn't learn the most important part. You didn't learn the part you should have learned first. Can you imagine a teacher expecting you to learn physics before you've even learned simple math like addition and subtraction? Of course not. That would be crazy. I know the problem you face. I know the frustration that you feel. I know how hard you've studied for many years and still find English frustrating and hard to learn. I feel your pain and the pain of all of those students that I've taught. So, how can I help you? Well, I can help you the same way I've helped my many thousands of students. I can help you by teaching you how to learn to listen and speak English the right way, the native English speaker's way. I know what you need because I've helped so many students solve the problem that they and you face. Right now, go to WeChat and connect with me. Add me as a friend on WeChat. My WeChat ID is Big Tex ZZ. That's BIGTEXZZ. When you go there and add me right now, I'll accept your friendship and start sending you free English lessons every day. I'll also invite you to join my WeChat public account. That's where you'll get my high quality lessons directly from me. I'm an American and a native English speaker. As I said, I've been teaching English to Chinese students just like you for more than 5 years. I know how to help you. I want to help you. Will you join me now? Will you be my friend and let me help you with your English? English can be fun, and you can be successful with my help. I hope to see you on WeChat soon. That's all for today. Goodbye for now. I hope to meet you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.